Hello Leos, and welcome to my channel. This is a love related reading for you. How do they see you and how do you see them, Leo? All right, I've already pulled cards for you, and I've pulled 3 cards which talk about how do they see you, then 3 cards, how do you see them, and what is blocking this connection. 1 card for that, 2 cards for messages from the universe, as well as 2 cards for the outcome for this connection. And obviously we're gonna look at the bottom of the deck card as the overall energy of your reading. Okay, I don't think I have to explain to you, but this reading is for you and for the person you're connecting with on a spiritual level, on an emotional level. Usually when you about to watch those videos, you already know the person that you've got in your mind. Okay, so this is the person we're talking about. Sometimes there could be a reverse position of these people, so take as resonates with you, okay, because energies just work like that. Okay, so let's begin, Leo. And the underlying energy for this reading, love related, is the Queen of Wands. Okay, and when we did the general reading 2 weeks ago, you also had this card, and I said that you might be dealing with this person, or this could be your energy. Okay, and the Queen of Wands is someone who's very who's ruled by their heart, by their emotion. Okay, as someone who's a go-getter, very independent, very confident, okay, very self-assured. She knows how to achieve her goal, and she knows how to talk to people and how to ask people for help, how to get the best out of people to help her in love situation. This person is also very moody. Okay, so maybe the person you're dealing with, they can have a quite fiery temperament. Okay, so this could be either you or the person you're dealing with. Okay, but it's a very nice, very good person. Okay, and I feel like this is the person you're dealing with. Okay, Leo, because this person keeps coming up in your reading. Okay, a person who's very passionate, people love her, people want to follow this person. Okay, this person likes being a center of attention and dreams of being a celebrity. Okay, and leaves on people a very long lasting positive impression. Well, in a way, I feel like this could be also you. Okay, so take it resonates with you, but it's very so the energy around it, around your reading, is very much like the Queen of Wands, very positive energy of a passion, emotions. Okay, but also of someone who's a go-getter, who knows how to achieve their aims, their goals. Okay, but is at the same time moody and fiery in a way. Okay, so there's a dark side to it, but let's look in details. So here's the underlying energy. Someone you're dealing with, perhaps, or perhaps this is you. Cheerful, self-assured. Okay, I feel like basically, Leo, the person you're dealing with actually is very much similar to you in a way, maybe, yes, I think this could be this person. Okay, let's begin. So Leo, how do they see you? And they see you with a 4 of Cups, and this came up in your general reading. They see you with Ace of Swords, and they see you with the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is how they view you. Okay, so let's look into those cards one by one. So Leo, they see you with 4 of Cups. Okay, 4 of Cups. So basically they see you, Leo, as if you, I feel like this is you, Leo, you took their love for granted. Okay, they were offering you the cup of love. This cup is filled up with love, and you were so much in your head thinking of other options, perhaps. Okay, or perhaps you were busy thinking of something else, and you might have been so caught up in your thoughts, thinking so much. You might have been disillusioned, you might have been daydreaming, and you ended up missing the love offer. Okay, according to this card, or it could have been the other way around. Maybe the way they see you, but not really. I just feel like this is you, actually. So the way they see you, basically, they feel like you took their love for granted, Leo, okay? You know, this energy of Four of Cups is someone who's quite, I don't want to use this word because I don't want to upset you, but someone who's, in a way, you know, someone who knows they've got other options. They could choose, pick and choose, okay? And sometimes because they've got so many options, they end up losing the real love that's right in front of them, okay? That's how they see you. Maybe they offered you love and you just weren't able to notice that this was the right person for you, perhaps. That's how they feel about you, Leo. And Four of Cups, okay? You know, it looks like, you know, you went within, okay? So when they offered you love, you went within, you were analyzing the emotion, you were thinking about it so much that you perhaps end up missing this opportunity of love, okay? Maybe, you know, maybe you were even bored, okay, with this, with your life at that time, and this is why you decided not to accept this love offer, okay? But you missed out on it, okay? That's how they see it. They also see you with Ace of Swords, okay? So they see you as someone who basically is a fighter, likes to fight for whatever they believe in, okay? So they think that you are a very passionate battler, fighter, okay? And they see you as someone who's got like a cold mind in a way, intellect in a way that you make decision based with your intellect, okay? You understand that every situation is like a double-edged sword, so you like to analyze every situation and you see it for what it is. You don't use your emotions here. It's all about thinking, okay? So they see you as a thinker, as someone who you know, use a cold, it's got cold mind, cold thinking, cold instinct, okay? Someone who's made perhaps a decision, you see, because we've got this hand coming out of the cloud twice here. So they see you as someone who's been offered love, but the way you made a decision about it was with your thinking. You analyzed, you thought about it a lot. Because you see, we've got here emotions, this hanging plans, but you decided to make a decision based on your intellect, on your thoughts, okay? You were very analytical, very in a way cold in your approach. That's how they see you. I'm not saying that's how you are, okay? Because you had the mental clarity of this situation in a way, and you felt like there was a mental force for you, okay? You had to make a decision. You needed to see the truth. You needed to see what this connection is for and taking your emotions out of it. And that's what you did, okay? So they can see that. And they also see you with Queen of Swords. Again, we've got swords thinking. Queen of Swords, okay, is someone who sits on her throne. She's very confident. She's very aware of herself. She makes her decision based on her intellect, based on thinking, analysis. She sees the situation clearly for what it is. Because Queen of Swords in the past, she got hurt, okay? So she learned her lessons, okay? She learned her lessons, and now she doesn't think of her emotions. She thinks with her, she makes decision based on the analysis of the situation. She takes into account all of the facts, all of the information she gathered, instead of making decisions based on heart, like on emotions, like the Queen of Wands, okay? And I believe this is the person you're dealing with, you know? So maybe they're not as like you. They're making still decisions based on their heart, on the intellect. But the way they see you, you are quite direct in your approach. You tell people how it is, Leo, and they can see that. But they like this about you. You are, you know, you're not beating around the bush, okay? If you've got something to say, you just say it, even if this can in a way sound like a cold truth, okay? But that's how they see you. But they see you as someone, this is the same card but different deck, they see as someone who's rational, okay? As someone who's rational, someone who's forthright, as someone who's very cool in crisis, okay? And someone who's experienced, and you, Leo, have experienced perhaps pain in the past, and this is why you right now act like the Queen of Swords, okay? Because you've been there, you've done it, and you learned that when it comes to the matters of heart, that's how you are. You think a lot, you analyze the situation, you can see for what it is, because of the Queen of Swords, she's got the power to find out the truth and to find, to get to the bottom of the truth, okay? So you are a thinker, you think a lot, you know, but you are rational and you are honest, okay? You're very honest, and they can see this, Leo, about you, and they like this. They like the fact that you're the Queen of Swords. In a way, they like this about you, but at the same time, I think this is what made you lose this offer of love, okay? That's how they see you, that's how they think of you. Now, let's see, how do you see them, Leo? And you see them with the High Priestess, okay? You see them with Knight of Pentacles, and you see them with the Temperance card, okay? Beautiful card. So they're very much right now opposite to what you are like, okay? I feel like you're in different stages of life, perhaps. So Leo, let's look at each card individually. So you see them with the High Priestess, okay? You see them as someone who is, well, this card can go two ways, but I think someone who is very much into the intuition, someone who's very much in touch with the inner voice, okay? Someone who might have some kind of a secret, okay? So you may see them as someone who, perhaps the reason why you missed out on the opportunity of love with them, because you were thinking so much, you were judging them, you were thinking with your head about them, you couldn't figure them out because they're carrying some kind of a secret. That's how you feel about them. And you know that they rely on the instinct, and they are very much in tune with the intuition, but there's some kind of mystery around them, and that's what you find attractive about them, okay? Some kind of a secret, something that mystical about them. That's how you feel when you're around them, something that you can't explain, the connection you've got with this person. It's just you get very, very drawn to them, okay? Because that's how you see them as High Priestess, okay? Have a look at this card. They're very mystical, they've got mystical power, they almost got psychic abilities, so there's some kind of connection between you two, and you feel drawn to them because perhaps you know, because you are the Queen of Swords, you perhaps are because you got hurt before, or you perhaps the Queen of Swords because you haven't been awakened yet emotionally. So maybe they are in your life and they make you feel something different, and that's why you feel so drawn to them. That's how you see them, Leo. And you also see them with Knight of Pentacles, okay? You see them as someone who's very stable, someone who likes the routine, someone who likes to take it slow, but someone who's always diligent, and they don't like to do anything new. They like to stick to what they know, okay? But in their approach, they do what's tested, what they've done, and test what they know, what they're familiar with, because this always leads them and led them in the past to success. And you respect that about them, okay? So you see them, this is the same card but different deck. This is the Knight of Pentacles, and you see them as a smart, earthy, okay? You see them as someone who's willing to accept responsibility, but someone who's very cautious. Smart, earthy, so grounded, okay? Someone who's practical, and you like this about them, but at the same time you see them as someone who's stubborn, okay? That's how you see them. Okay, and you also see them with Temperance card, okay? Temperance card, so you see them as someone who's balanced on an emotional level, and a balance on a financial level. Okay, so the food and the water indicates being emotionally stable and balanced, and some one of the foods on the ground indicates they're also very grounded, they're down to earth. Okay, so you see them balanced emotionally, spiritually, financially. Okay, you also see them as someone who likes to avoid stress. Okay, you see what you might like about them, you know, these two cups, there's a flowing water, exchange of water. In this cup there's the hot water, in this cup there's the cold water, and the flowing of water indicates a mix of opposites. Okay, so what you may like about this person is that you know, they've got two things that you find intriguing about them, and they like mixing opposites. So like there's two things that you think could never go together, but with this person you see that those two things go together, and this person is able to balance those two things. Okay, yes. So with Temperance card, this person is very much, you know, a balanced. Her life is, or his life is peaceful and harmony right now. Okay, and you can see this, and that's what, you know, I feel that's what you feel drawn to when it comes to this person. Okay. Yeah, so like I've said, this person also very healthy. You've got health here, balance. You know, this person's got what I feel like you might be lacking right now, Leo. The peace has been restored, so they're very peaceful inside. So whenever you are around this person, I feel like, you know, you might be experiencing a feeling of peace, and this is why there's a high priestess around this person. This is why you're feeling so drawn, because you feeling like this person putting you at ease and peace. Okay, and you don't have to maybe fight anymore, because you like to fight what you believe is right. Okay, and perhaps this feeling of balance, harmony, mystery, mystical stuff about this person. This person is different to you, right? You are thinking with your head. You've got like a mental force, clarity of the situation based on your intellect, on your thoughts. That's why you're thinking so much about this person. That's how they see you, you see. And this person is just interesting to you. You feel like your connection is special, but you can't figure out what it is. Okay, and they can see this. Okay, I feel like they are in tune with the intuition. They know, you know, they know that they like you, etc. They know, they can see, they can feel you, whereas you are not there yet, if you see what I mean. That's how I see reading, you know, looking at the cards. Now let's look at what's blocking your connection. Okay, and what's blocking your connection is Eight of Cups. Okay, it looks like, you know, one of you has walked away from this connection or is running away from this connection. Okay, because perhaps something that this person accomplished did not make them happy. But I think what really is blocking you in this particular situation, this person might be running away from this and putting like an emotional barrier. Okay, those cups can indicate like an emotional wall almost. Running away from commitment, running away from this connection. Okay, or someone is moving on, you know, so this could be either you or this person, Leo. One of you is walking away from this connection and doing some soul searching. It doesn't mean that this person here, when they're walking away from you or this person, I feel like this is you, Leo, maybe, I'm not sure, take it as resonates with you. So I would just say one person, one of you, either you or this person you're dealing with. What's blocking you? Oh my God, I sound like a broken record. It's basically someone needs to do some soul searching. Okay, someone knows there is a connection, something mystical, amazing is happening with this person, but there is one of you put like an emotional wall and needs to do some soul searching it doesn't mean this person's not gonna come back. They may come back, but they need to rethink the situation, okay? For now, they're moving on. They left behind something because they were confused. Something didn't make them happy, okay? So they need to do some soul searching. So again, this card says, you know, the advice for is this person's walked away from this connection because they're looking for a deeper meaning in life, okay? And they are seeking, they need to find themselves perhaps in order to commit to this connection, okay? Basically, maybe they got hurt in the past and this is why they've got this wall, and now they're afraid of, you know, committing to this new connection or showing that they would want to, you know, make it work, etc., etc. So the advice for this, it says here, don't be afraid to leave the past behind. Can you see it? Okay. And listen to your heart, follow your heart, okay? So I feel like maybe right now this person is not sure really what they want to do, okay? They need to follow their heart. They need to follow their intuition, not to be afraid, you know, to leave the past behind. But there might be either you or them might not be ready for it. So they need to do some soul searching, and they may come back or may not, okay? But they're walking away from something that they were unsure about, okay? They need to do some soul searching in order to come back to this connection. Sometimes people, you know, when we meet them, they are not on the same page as we are, for example, okay? You might, your intuition might be more developed or vice versa than the other person's intuition. One of us can see the love quicker than the other one, okay? This is why I always repeat that, and I will say this over and over again, to have two people who love each other, and for them to love each other and give each other the same amount of love at the same time, the same give and take, is a miracle, right? Okay, now let's look at the outcome, okay? First we're gonna look at the outcome, and then we'll look at the messages, okay? So the outcome is what we've got here with reference to your situation right now, Leo, and the outcome is the Star card, okay, and the Wheel of Fortune, okay. So basically there is a hope for this connection, okay? There is a hope of this Star card, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means, you know, sometimes there's not much you can do about this connection, you know, because if this person, you or them, walked away from this connection, they got to do some soul searching. So for now, you can't control the situation. All you can do, Leo, is to walk away, is to let the Wheel of Fortune turn your way, okay? You can't control sometimes the situation, unless this is you, and you are the one who walked away, who need to find some soul searching. Something doesn't make you happy. Maybe you are the one who's running away from this connection. Then you've got power, okay? Power lies within you. But if you feel like it's something that didn't make you happy and you walked away to do some soul searching, you or this person, then the outcome is that you need to see what happens. You don't have to do anything else. Let's just see what happens. The universe will sort it out for you. If you're meant to be, you'll be together. And with the Star card, there is a hope, okay? There is a hope for this partnership. Perhaps there is, you know, we've got here 8 stars, and you know, this usually indicates a strength, okay? But there is a hope, but I think it needs to be more balanced. It needs to be more harmony. You know, with the Star card, perhaps you got to ask yourself, Leo, what is it that you want in life? What is it that you want from this relationship? What is it in general that you define relationship as? What do you want from a relationship, okay? How do you feel about this person? That may help you in this, yeah. So the outcome is never clear with these 2 cards, because it means let's see how it goes. Don't do anything. The situation hasn't been the cycle hasn't been finished with this person. Okay, it's still keep going on. Let's see how it happens. So we're gonna look into this next month and see what's going on. How, you know, how is the universe helping you? Sometimes, you know, the universe is working behind the scene. You may be thinking like nothing is happening, but things are happening. Maybe not with you, maybe with the other person, or, you know, I believe things happen for a reason. So now we're gonna look at the same card using the different deck. Okay, so we had the Star card. You know, you need to have an insight understanding of, as an outcome, is this what you want? What do you want from a relationship? Okay, is there anything you can do to connect with this person? And you know, there's a hope for this connection. Okay, but you gotta go within. Yeah, go within. Maybe this is you. Maybe you need to go and do some soul searching. And the 10 is the karma. Maybe it was a karmic or is a karmic connection, and this is a turning point. Okay. What is, you know, this is a destiny card. So basically, maybe you were meant to meet each other so you could learn a lesson from this this particular relationship connection. What kind of lesson have you learned from being with this person? What kind of lesson have you learned, and has this helped you to look into some kind of personality traits of yourself? Okay, do you feel like you've met this person in a previous life, for example? Okay, maybe this person was here to teach you something about yourself, about something that you could change about yourself to put you on the right path to happiness, and vice versa. Maybe you taught them something. Maybe both of you learned something from this connection, because it looks like it might have been a karmic connection. It could have been. Okay, so this is the outcome. It's still in progress. Just leave it to the universe to sort it out. And it's been coming up for a few, for the other stars. I can't remember which one. I think Aries as well, and Virgo, I suppose. I'm not sure. Either way, yes, just see what happens. Now look at the messages, and the messages are quite interesting, because the first message from the universe for you, Leo, is the Tower card, and you had the exact message in your general reading. Okay, so and I'm gonna say it again, I feel like you know, the Tower sometimes in our life is necessary, Leo. So maybe I feel like something unexpected may happen. Okay, something shocking might be happening soon. You know, you may have to release some toxicity in your life, and in order to do that, something will happen that will shake your foundation, that will make you want to jump out of this castle, out of the windows. Okay, jump for your life. So something might be happening that will be like a wake-up call for you, Leo. It will be like, what am I doing with my life, etc., etc. Or there will be something that will make you realize what this connection, what this mystical person is all about. This person you're feeling drawn to. Okay, this will be a sudden shock to you. Okay, some kind of a Tower, unexpected situation. It's gonna happen in your life, perhaps in July. Okay, for you to see clearly and understand this situation. It will not be comfortable, it will be painful. Okay, because Tower is painful, but Tower is here to teach you to teach you a lesson, and to get rid of any toxicity in order to help you to become a better human being. Okay, and we got also the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant message is basically you know, the Hierophant usually comes up in a reading when you do something because you feel like the society expects of you to do something. Maybe you are doing something, Leo, because you feel like it's the right thing to do. Okay, the Hierophant is also a commitment card. You know, are you ready for commitment? Do you want to commit to someone? Okay, do not commit to someone just because you feel like it's the right time for you to do it, because let's say you are 40 years old and it's time for you to get married. You know, you commit to people when you feel like it. If you don't feel like you're ready for it, you don't have to. Okay, and yes, but the Hierophant, more than anything, it may mean that, you know, you might be doing something, church related, religion related, your beliefs, your system of beliefs has been formed, okay, and you might be doing something according to your system of beliefs that you've built, okay. It's the power of your mind, okay. So you doing right now something that's to do with the power of your mind, okay. But I think with this is to do with the commitment, okay. And I feel like I don't know, there's some kind of a tower happening, okay. That's the message. Something will shake your foundation. Something to do, maybe this person you're dealing with, maybe they want to marry you. I mean, what I'm saying, maybe you are being, and I've said that before, maybe you are being in a committed relationship. Maybe someone wants to marry you, okay. But this marriage proposal, maybe, if that's what it is, maybe not with this connection we're talking about. Maybe you are already being in another relationship. I'm not sure, only you know this. Maybe there's something coming that you do not expect. You'll be like, oh my goodness. Maybe someone's gonna propose to you and you'll be like, I'm not ready for this. I'm just saying, take as resonates with you. So yeah, I feel like for this connection to happen, there has got to be something has to happen. Something has to change about your life situation, your pattern of behaviors. Something to do with commitment, okay. That's how I see it. You might be committed to someone, despite the fact you are feeling as if because of that connection you've got with someone, the commitment, you might be in a committed relationship, and because of this you've missed out on an opportunity of love with your soulmate. This is what it looks like to me. But please take as resonates with you, because I'm only reading the cards. I'm putting this story together as a reader, and remember, not everything resonates with you, but if it does, please let me know. And Leo, I'm wishing you all the best, and remember, right now, all you can do is I feel like you don't have to do anything, because the tower is coming. Some kind of transformation is coming your way, so watch out for that. It won't be comfortable. It'll be a shock to your system. It will turn your stomach upside down, but it will happen for a reason, because the karma's gonna something karmic gonna happen, and maybe the wheel of fortune will turn your way, and it will help your connection with this person that you meant to be with, okay. Thank you very much, Leo. I hope this resonates with all of you, with some of you, and have a wonderful July. And let's see what is gonna happen for you in July. I'm really curious about what the universe gonna bring you. Thank you. Bye.